India is today very well positioned in the healthcare sector to look at new innovations, to look at new products, to look at new delivery systems with which we can really impact our public health system. The new schemes which the Government of India has launched, the Ayushman Bharat, today my own department, the Department of Biotechnology, provides a lot of innovative solutions which we can then take to these schemes. The vaccine area is our strength. India is considered as one of the largest vaccine manufacturers, and we are very proud of this because this is driven by our industry, but it's a wonderful academia industry partnership. And today we can proudly say that every third child in the world is vaccinated with a vaccine which is produced in India. We are now looking at development of new vaccines, development of biosimilars, and also development of medical products like medical devices, implants. This whole sector, there is a huge impetus that we have given from the government, and we really see this growing exponentially in the next couple of years. You have to really now track the Indian innovation ecosystem growth over the last couple of years, and you will see the exponential scale in which this has moved. The whole growth trajectory is very exciting, and it's not that I am saying it because I from the government have been part of this, but if you look at even globally, everyone is looking at this with excitement. Today we are one of the fastest growing startup innovation hub within the world. The biotech sector, which my department represents, if you look at that itself, we have very rapidly grown to $51 billion US dollar bioeconomy today. Over 2,500, nearly 3,000 startups, and all this in the last 4 to 5 years. We have more than 45 bioincubators. We have a large number of academia industry partnerships. We have regional centers. And what is most interesting is that state governments are coming forward to develop their own biotech policies. Internationally, we are the preferred partner for international collaborations. This whole innovation ecosystem has very rapidly given us all components of it, right from the funding to the prototype development to the regulatory pathways, and most importantly for sustainability, connecting it to the investors. So today we have now investors who are ready to come in and invest into the biotech sector. I think this is really what we look at as one of the most important contributions which this has been made over the last few years. We also see this very well connected to some of the major missions which have been launched by the government, whether it's the Swachh Bharat mission or the Ayushman Bharat, whether it's the Startup India, Make in India, each one of them we've had contributions. You see some very exciting innovations, as I said, which contribute to Ayushman Bharat. The waste to value programs, the demonstrations that we are doing are all for Swachh Bharat. So we have very interesting. Social innovation is what is most important because our whole emphasis is on looking at affordable and accessible products that we will develop in the next few years, which we will then be able to make available to our society. And social innovation requires the government's hand-holding, the government's engagement, and we are doing that through various programs that we've started, and Sparsh is one of our flagship programs for that. Our whole biotech startup ecosystem growth is a success story. If you ask me to pinpoint on one or two startups, it's going to be a little difficult because we have all of them being very exciting. But yes, some of them have brought in some very interesting products. In the medical devices sector, you have today exciting new devices and diagnostics. You have in the agriculture sector, new varieties which have come out. In the clean energy sector, as I said, new technologies for being able to convert waste to value. We also have some very exciting stories about young innovators who started as students. We run a scheme where we actually select young student innovators, and they were given the DBT Student Innovator Award. They then came back, two of them together set up a company. They came back to us and took an award for their innovation funding, set up a startup. They took a startup funding. They got funding from us to develop the whole product. And today they've been invested in by the likes of Flipkart and others. This is a true startup which is not only in India now, it's global, and they're looking at 3D printing. So I have a large number of such cases. I think what your viewers will have to do is to go onto our website. We give full information on our BIRAC website for each of them, but more than 150 products in the market today, and nearly an equal number or larger number of innovative startups who've been very successful. Global Bio India 2019 is the first time that we're doing an event of this kind. We've been having a lot of bio events which from India our delegations have been going, whether it's in the US or in Korea or in Japan. We thought with this wonderful growth that our country is now experiencing in the biotech sector, it's important that we showcase our strength, not just within our own country but globally, and that's why we organize this Bio India. This is going to be a wonderful event. It brings together stakeholders from within the country globally. We have more than 20 countries participating, more than 15 states who have come forward. We have nearly 3,000 delegates, but which includes about 500 startups. We have the academic research institutes, we have the students. It's going to cover all fields. The purpose is, as I said, showcase, connect, network. The tagline says the power to transform. And that's really what biotech is. Collectively, this group is going to let us know how can we achieve that 100 billion. How will we bring in the investments? And we have to do that with all stakeholders. Our states have to come forward. Our institutes have to come forward. And I think through this event, that's our whole purpose. We bring all of them together, and we hope this will then have a ripple effect, and each one of them will then take this to their own states and their own location. I just told you about everything that's so exciting within India. I mean, if India is the destination because we have now today, we can, as we said clearly, we have a very, very vibrant ecosystem. We have excellent academia industry partnerships. We have startups who are just ready to move. They have exciting technologies. And in India, whatever we bring out are affordable, innovative solutions which are applicable not just to India, but beyond the Indian borders. For developing countries, for sure. So I think all those who are looking at investing in new technology, investing in new startups, investing in new opportunities, India is the place to really come to.